Hello everyone, my name is Nels Rodwell and I'm a therapist. I work for a global company with clients from all over the world. I also work in private practice with individual clients and as a couples therapist. Today I want to talk to you about the three main reasons that bring people into therapy, in no particular order. The first one is anxiety, depression, burnout or overwhelm. The second one is wanting to communicate more effectively. And the third one is having an issue with someone else. It might be your boss or your best friend, your wife or your husband. The way that I work as a therapist, especially in the first handful of sessions, is that I like to be quite psychoeducation based. And that's because people feel as though they're trying to play, let's say, the game of Monopoly, and they're confused and have a lack of understanding as what the rules are and what the instructions are. It's like trying to play Monopoly without the rules and the instructions, the game of life. And so I like to give as much psychoeducation as I can alongside the more deep and meaningful things that we talk about. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of your relationship with yourself. Even though you might be coming into therapy with an issue with someone else, what I've found over the years is that pretty much any question you could ask me comes back to the same central point, which is how strong and secure is your attachment, your relationship with you. And of course, that's not where most people's focus lies. Most people are focusing on how much they are liked or how much they are cared for, they are loved, they are wanted. And instead of focusing outwards, it's really about focusing inwards. So I've devised a questionnaire, and the questionnaire is 10 words that I want to share with you as I would my clients in the first 1 to 3 sessions. I will explain each word one at a time, and I want you to score yourself from 0 to 10. And these 10 words will give you a template, if you like, or a blueprint of what your relationship with you is like right now and the areas that you would want to improve. So the first word I'm going to give you is kindness. I want you to think about the voice that you talk to yourself with inside of your head, because you do quite a lot. I want to know how kind and encouraging that voice is. If it's more kind and encouraging, if it's more positive, you're going to be scoring towards the 10. And if that voice is more critical, negative and harsh, you'll be scoring more towards the 0. And that applies to each question. The more positive, you're going towards the 10, and the more negative, you're going towards the 0. So how kind is that inner voice? That's the voice of the best friend. So how good are you at being your own best friend and encouraging yourself? The second word is safety. Not so much your physical safety, but your emotional safety. I want you to think about how good you are and how much you can trust yourself to have your own back, to support yourself, to stick up for yourself, to keep yourself safe. When other people are being disrespectful or mean, rude, offensive, controlling, manipulative, How good are you at sticking up for yourself, whereby you're comfortable enough to set a boundary, to share your feeling and to teach the other person how to treat you? The third word is entertaining. When you're all on your own and you've got no one else to turn to or rely on, how good are you at being alone? How good are you at entertaining yourself so that you're having a nice time with your hobbies, your interests, the things that you like to do? How good are you at being alone? Next word is liking. So rather than thinking about how others like you, how much do you like yourself? This comes back to being your own best friend. Thinking about your personality, your dreams, your goals, your morals, your values. How much do you like you as a person? The next word is loving. Now there are 5 sub-words to this category of loving, caring and nurturing, and we're going to score each word separately and then find one medium number to go for the word loving. So in the category of loving, we've got physical. How good are you at physically taking care of yourself? Thinking about what you eat, what you drink, the exercise that you do, how you medicate yourself, your cleanliness, anything that's to do with your physicality. How good are you at nurturing and loving yourself in that way? The next word is creative. Thinking about tapping into the subconscious and the unconscious, looking for how you might express yourself in a creative, artistic way. Do you salsa dance or paint? Do you draw, write poetry? Do you enjoy baking? Anything at all that you do that gives you that expressive outlet. The next word is spiritual. Now, this might be religion, it might not. Thinking about where you find the extraordinary within the ordinary. We're looking for the mystery, the uncertainty, the magic, the unknown, what can't be proved. So do you seek the extraordinary? It might be through meditation or through having your tarot cards read, through reading a book about numerology, watching a podcast about reincarnation, anything at all, watching a magic show. Thinking about the spiritual path. The next word is emotional. How good are you at dealing with your feelings and your emotions, especially your negative ones, so that you're not getting too anxious, burnt out, overwhelmed or depressed? Dealing with your feelings so that you're acknowledging them, that they're there, rather than running away and hiding or repressing them. Expressing them and then letting them go so that they're not festering inside. And then there's sexual. We are sexual beings. We all have a libido. How good are you at taking care of your libido, either with yourself or with someone else? Being intimate. So that's sexual, physical, spiritual, creative, and emotional. You want to score yourself 0 to 10 in all of those categories and then come up with a medium number. And then we'll go back to the 5 original categories, which are safety, kindness, liking, entertaining, and loving. And I want you now to look at those numbers that you have against those 5 words. And if you're scoring 6 and above in all of those 5 categories, I would consider you to be securely attached to yourself. Some of you are probably familiar with the attachment styles that we form and that can be changed. They're formed when we're babies in relationship to our main care providers, our main caregivers. And this is about your attachment style to yourself. And you can use these 10 words on a daily basis at first to check in with yourself, to see what categories you want to work on, focus on and improve at, so that you can get all of those numbers up to a 6 and above. And when that happens, you will go from what we call survival mode into thriving mode. And I'll talk more about that in another session. So I hope you found that interesting, maybe a little bit enlightening, and I hope you feel a little bit more empowered now as to how you can help yourself throughout your day to improve your daily experiences. Okay, goodbye.